Hey, so I was actually kind of thinking, I actually just watched a video about, uh, well, how do I say this? Women and men in sports, right? So, the main idea is, or, well, at least the perspective, or, not perspective, my feelings of it is that women should be put into their own sports while men should be put into their own sports as well. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is that with trans people, and such as, say, a man saying that they are a woman, that's fine. But if they get put into a sport, like, say, soccer or tennis, and they are put into a females' league, well, how to say this? Men are better than women, right? I don't mean that in a misogynistic way. I mean that in the sense that men are significantly stronger, faster, better stamina. These three things are very important in sports, and men are just generally better at sports than women, and so forth. The way that I'm thinking of it is, if a man were to say, "Oh yeah, I'm trans. I believe I'm a woman," deep down, uh, and he gets put onto a woman's league, right, and say soccer, he will dominate. He will. Trust me, he will. Just watch. Unless he's like terrible. Unless he's practically brain dead. Right? Otherwise, if he actually knows what he's doing, do you have any idea how much game he will destroy? Like, it will be completely unbalanced. And the same goes for if a woman were to be added into a man's league. That would just be a complete disadvantage. Because, like I said, there are significant physical differences between a man and a woman. And completely disregarding those differences is just going to lead to disadvantages and advantages for different teams. And it will be completely unfair. That's why I don't know if transsexual people should be in sports. Controversial opinion, I know. But just hear me out, right? Woman says that she is a man. She gets put into a sport with other men. How is she going to be able to keep up? In fact, I've actually heard a fair bit from the military that women actually have it a little bit easier because, well, they can't. Women are just not as strong as men, and so forth. They don't really need help per se. They just need it to be a little bit easier, like training, and they need to be put into their own leagues so that it's fair. If, like, so many times I have seen men go up against women in sports and completely dominate them. 60-year-old men have beaten an entire team of young women easily. You should have seen it. Like, I, I'm not even gonna leave a video in the description. You just gotta find that shit yourself, right? It is almost just humiliating with how easily they get destroyed, and they run around like, oh, God, we'll get them next time. So that's just my opinion of it. That trans people probably shouldn't be in sports because if a woman believes they're a man, it'll be a disadvantage for the men. But if a man believes that they are a woman, then that will be like an insane advantage for the women's team, the team that has that transsexual man, because it's, how do I say this? It's like having a crutch or a disability. It's like having like that crutch is the man on the women's team, but that disability is that woman on the men's team. Because it has been proven time and time again that women just aren't as strong as men, and people need to accept that instead of just saying, "Oh, but my feelings, man, come on." My brother's a transsexual. He deserves to be in the women's team. He deserves to be on the men's team. He does not need to be on the women's team. All right, it would just be just too OP. You can call it overpowered. Right? I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.